Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is gonna be a super exciting collab video, and today I'm collaborating. That sounds like I'm collaborating all the time, which I don't. This is my second collab, I think, in all of my time on YouTube, because like up until now nobody saw me. Anyway, okay, so anyway, this is a collab with Nikki Raven, and she is from the Netherlands or Holland. I don't know what is the correct way to say that. She is Dutch, and she is an amazing lady that I have found through the Paulina collab that we did the other week. And I've been connected with her now for a couple of, I want to say like 2 months or something like this, because this whole collaboration for the Paulina collab, the preparation for that has been going on behind the scenes obviously a long time. It must have been July where I subscribed to Nikki, and I'm just so glad I found her because she is so funny, she is so cute, and I'm going to go into in the video, I'm still going to talk more about her. But so we decided to collaborate. Actually, I asked her and we came up with the theme fall into a painting. So we chose paintings for each other, and by chance actually they happen to be both fall themed. So it is falling into a painting considering the makeup look that we're creating according to the painting, and also fall into a painting because it is the fall season. So that just happened to sort of come together, and I think this is really great because it's just, it fits into the season and it fits to what we're doing here. So she chose this painting here for me, and I yeah, so this is the looklet that I created according to this painting, and I'm using this palette here. It's the Besties palette from Jacy Cosmetics, which looks like this. You're going to see that a lot obviously in the video, and I'm also going to use a pigment a loose pigment that I'm going to show you in the video too. So if you want to see how I created that look and everything that I have to say about Nikki and about all of that, then please keep on watching, and right after you're finished watching my video, go over to her channel and watch her video to see which painting I chose for her. So I hope you're gonna have a lot of fun, and let's go right into the video. Hi sweeties. Okay, so we're gonna do a look, and I'm so excited to do this because I've been waiting for this collab for quite a few weeks, because we have been speaking, going back and forth about this, about ideas and stuff like that for quite some time, and now it's finally here and I can film this, and I'm I'm dying. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Besties palette from Jacy Cosmetics because it has a lot of the colors that I need, and I think I want to just pull one more thing in, and that is a loose pigment in like a light lavender shade from Jade. So that's, I think that's what the plan is. And of course I'm gonna do a cut crease because I'm living the cut crease life these days like you wouldn't believe. Okay, so let's just quickly look at the picture, and I'm gonna put a picture up here or there, I guess here, of the picture that Nikki chose for me. So it happens that we both chose pictures of the fall, like landscapes of the fall. And okay, so we have a gold, and we have a bit of an orange, and we have a bit of a green, like in the sky there, it's like a light green, and also it sort of transitions into a light blue, light purple. Then we have, of course, in the water we have dark blue and we have dark green. So we have all kinds of things that we have to work with. So what I was thinking was that maybe in the cut crease, like in the crease and above, I'm gonna do, let me just open the palette again, I'm gonna do a transition between the dark blue, the dark green, and then either this green or this green. I have to see how it looks when we're actually doing it. And then on the lid, I wanted to have purple because of the purple sky kind of a situation. So I want to use this light purple. Now this does not look super spectacular here, plus it is not a shimmer, and I love to have shimmers on my lid, but this is what I'm going to put down, and then I'm going to put that that shimmery loose pigment on top of that. And then I think, because we still have to have like a subdued light blue, and I think we're gonna use this one then, and then maybe blend it into the dark blue or something like that. So let's see what comes up. Or we could also maybe we could blend it into a green. That could also be great. Okay, so for the lower lash line, we're going to use then the oranges and the yellows, and then, okay, so let's first of all start to work, and then we see what we've got, and then, you know, the fine tuning we can do along the way. Anyway, so that's the big picture. My eyes are primed with the Kiko Milano neutral eyeshadow base, and that's it. And now we're gonna zoom in and start. Okay, here we are. Let's go. I'm gonna take the Kiko Milano packing brush. I don't know, I never know how to call them. So this is the number 55, and I'm going to go into this dark blue right here, which is called Passion. I always thought Passion is red. I don't know why Passion is blue, but you know. Anyway, so let's just try to place the cut crease. Okay, I think I want to not have it bigger than this, and of course we're going to clean it up once we place the cut crease and everything, so no worries there. I'm going to go in with the shade Forest, this one, and actually it looks a little bit like it has like a blue cold undertone, which might be even advantageous. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the E42 from Sigma. And I'm just going to place that shade right above here. Okay, so next we need to make use of a little bit more of a lighter shade of green, if you remember the picture. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go in with this one for now, which is called Emerald, and just in case I need it, I'm gonna pull in the lighter one, this one Peridot. I don't know how it's pronounced. Just in case I might pull that into, but for now I'm gonna go in again with the same brush, the E42 from Sigma. And I'm just going to place this here on top and blend it out, and then I'm gonna obviously, like always, if you're not new here, you know the procedure. I'm always gonna go and work myself back down. That always sounds so weird. I'm gonna work myself back down to intensify the colors. Okay, this is what we have so far, and now I sort of feel like I want to change my mind, because as I've told you, I could now go and pick up this light green and put it up here to blend out the whole look, but I almost feel that is too predictable. Is that too predictable? I think maybe we can find a different place to have the light green appear, and maybe, you know how we went from the dark blue to the green, and maybe now we could like transition back to the blues and just put a light blue there. Maybe let's just try that for the fun of it, you know, because why not? Okay, so I'm gonna take this blue here, which is called Sky, and I'm gonna take the, let's see, the E33 from Sigma, because it is a little bit more fluffy now, and I want it to be a little bit more fluffed out, obviously. And I'm just gonna, oh, I think this was a good decision. Was that a good decision? I think so. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna sweep this on here. I think that was a phenomenal decision, Leorah. Yay. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is what it's gonna look like, and I'm super happy. This is cool. I think this actually starts to look like the painting a little bit. Of course, we're still missing all the oranges and golden and stuff, but that I want to do that on the lower lash line. Or maybe even pick up one of the shades just with the eyeliner pencil. Let's see. Okay, now I want to just go back in with a very dark blue, I think, and just re-intensify that, because I did all of that with the other colors too. So I'm going to go back in with my E42, which was the first one that I used for the first green shade. It doesn't really matter, does it? Anyway, so, and I'm just going to very gently try to just, I don't know, just make it appear a little bit more. I don't know, is this showing up? I might have to work on this a little bit. because I don't want it to take away from the greens and like the whole gradient that is going on. So I have to be super careful now to not ruin this. And then when I'm done with that, I'm gonna go and place my cut crease. I'm blowing at my at my brush because I don't want there to be a lot of eyeshadow on it. So just in case you were wondering. So here I'm just creating a tiny little bit more depth now, so we have a nice contrast once the cut crease is in place. Okay, I think the cut crease is in place as good as it ever will be, so we're just gonna move on to that purple shade that I showed you before, this one, and it actually looks quite boring, but I think with the, at least for the placement right here, that I have to include that. Okay, so I'm gonna put that on a packing brush and I'm going to just stamp that on, and then yeah, it is very sheer, that's what I thought. So that's why we definitely need to have the pigment on it, and also because it's a matte, so I don't want to have a matte here. But I do think that color scheme wise, this is exactly the shade we need from the picture, you know? All right, so I just want to quickly take the time to also say a few things about Nikki again, because seriously, and I've probably told you this in the intro, and if so, like, forgive me, because I don't know yet what I'm going to say in the intro. I have grown to like her so much because she is so funny. No, first of all, I have to start with something else. I have to start with something that is she is a European, and that makes me feel so good because I was born in Germany and we are basically neighbors, you know. I mean, not anymore because I'm living in the Middle East now, but it just feels so good to have someone who understands Europe and who lives in Europe, and who also understands how it is to not be in America and get all the releases and all of that. I know I keep saying that, and this sounds like I'm whining again, but I'm not. I'm just stating the fact that it is super nice to just know someone who has to deal with paying a lot of shipment and paying for customs and things like this. You know what? That is a very big fact of our lives, and besides that, of course, the whole European mindset and everything. And then I also think that I think I heard her say, or I read it somewhere, that she used to be in the army. I think she said it in one of her like get to know me kind of a video. I don't know exactly which one that was, and I think that is so cool because you might not believe this, but that was, for the longest time, it was my dream to be in the army. And I wanted to be a nurse in the army, because by profession I'm a nurse, and I have not worked in that profession for quite some time now. But anyway, that's what my plan was, you know. Even here in Israel, I did actually go and ask them if they want me, but they said no. They said I'm too old because they have so many people volunteering, and they didn't need how old was I? Maybe 23 or something. So they have so many people here in this country who are volunteering, so they didn't need me. Anyway, good for me. I got to get married instead. It's all good. Anyway, so I'm very fascinated by like army and all of that, and I guess I have a very romanticized view of this that might be true, but anyway, so that I also found very cool about her. And I love the accent. I love it. And who am I to talk because I have an accent too? Let's just keep working, okay? Before I'm going to put on the loose pigment, I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is called Metal Blue. And I think, is that what I'm gonna do? I think I'm just going to do the whole wing with this one, because we did have some dark blue, so I'm gonna consider that done, you know. Maybe I'm gonna add a dark blue still on my lower waterline, but let's just see. Okay, so I did spray the shade, as you can see, and now this looks a little bit off balance because this one is a shimmer and the other, the lavender one, is a matte. But as I told you, I'm gonna put the pigment on top, so I think it's gonna work itself out. So back to Nikki. Seriously, when I'm in a bad mood, and that happens to me, even though I come across pretty bubbly, I guess, on video, but it happens to me that life is just too much. And and when I just watch the intro, just when I see sort of, she always includes her bloopers, or just statements that have been taken out of context, which on its own is just so funny. And I just watched the intro and this funny music that she uses, and I'm already smiling, my goofy smile, and I just think life is not that bad, you know? And I really, really like that, you know? She is, I love just people who are not super polished, who are special, who are not like the typical super high polished 16-year-old without any flaws beauty YouTuber, you know? She's 43 and I'm 40, so we are also in that we are sort of vibing the same way. No, wait, I need to have a different brush now for, where is it? I'm gonna take the this blue one, the metal blue, on a concealer brush just so I can get it really, really close to the cut crease. And yeah, so anyway, so we have the same age, more or less, and also that is just really, really nice, you know? I'm craving this, that there are more older women. Sorry, Nikki. We're not old, we're definitely not old, but you know, like not teenagers, but women, you know, who have actually lived a life already, or like half of a life. Be active in the beauty community and be seen. And actually now through this whole collab, the Paulina collab that we did, and I guess maybe if someone of Nikki's viewers are watching this, then this is really how we got to meet, you know, through that collab, in the planning stage of this collab, we sort of got to meet, and I only got alerted to this collab by one of my followers, she is super, super cool, because she always points out to me if there is something on sale, or she tags me on Instagram, and yeah, so that is amazing. And she said, did you hear of that collab? And I said, what? I have no idea, because the world usually just spins by me. And yeah, and then I just joined this Facebook group that was in preparation for the collab, and the rest is history, you know? And Nikki is just she always came to my rescue, because I'm such a computer baby. I didn't know how to do anything. So she always helps me, and that seems to be a reoccurring thing, because all kinds of small creators that I have met or started to see or whatever during this collab or thereafter, they all say that Nikki, she is like the grande, how do you say that, the grande dame, the you know, the matroness. That sounds so bad. Nikki, I'm so sorry, I'm making a mess of this, but I'm really trying to say something good here now. But this sounds weird. Anyway, so but she is the person who is always there, you know, and who gives love to small creators, and who is there to encourage and to help, and I think that is so nice, because seriously, the bigger creators are so fearful of competition, of someone taking their place, of collabing with someone who is small, you know, and this whole little community that has been opened up to me now through this collab, the Paulina collab, is just so much more healthy, you know. People are so outgoing and so sweet, and I wish really that I could just be, maybe, you know what, let's be completely honest. I don't think everybody in this collab is going to be like my vibe and my style and things, but I do feel that I want to support little creators, because I know how it feels. I'm still very, very small. We are now slowly approaching the 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing, but I just want to more you know, subscribe to smaller channels and just to support them in their place where they are, even though I must admit that I am starting to be so busy with my own career and with my own social media and the things that are going on behind the scene and things that I'm planning, that I cannot forever like keep watching everybody and giving comments everywhere, because that takes a lot of time. And besides my career and all of that, I also have a big family. If you don't know, I have 7 kids ranging in age from 12 till 3, so that is in its own a challenge. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave the blue for now like this, and I'm just gonna put on some NYX glitter glue on a packing brush. And is that the right thing? Yeah. Better check, because this tube looks exactly like my lash glue, so I better don't put lash glue on my lid. Okay, I'm gonna just put this on, and then over that I'm going to apply the loose pigment. Okay, let's just pick up the loose pigment and see how that works. I did try it on my arm, like when I was planning the whole video, and I think this is exactly what we need. Can you see this? That this is exactly what we need. So yeah, I think this is a very, very cool look, which is also nice that, you know, I was planning to maybe have like a dark blue here, but I think I'm gonna skip it. I think we're gonna go exactly for this right here. Something like this. All right, of course the whole look is gonna come together once the wing is on, and the eyeliner wing and the lashes and the foundation and everything. So I'm gonna do all of that, and then I'm gonna come back before we place the lower lash line, the colors on the lower lash line. Okay, my lovelies, this is how it looks now, and I do think that I now just need to put some like dark red, orange kind of a thing under my lower lash line, and then maybe a gold in the inner corner, or like a yellow or something. So what are we going to do about that? I think, what is the darkest red here? Darkest matte is probably this one, the Breeze. So I'm planning to put a very thin sliver of that right below my lash line. And I, of course, already, there's a lot of white still going on because of the lash glue drying, sorry, because I'm planning to have like a gradient between red, orange and yellow, and that is gonna be, I think, the conclusion. So I hope so. All right, so let's just try to not mess this up now at the last possible moment. So as you can see, I'm just putting it super, super close to the purple. Did I mention that I put a purple? I think I did, right? Ugh. Anyway, that's always what happens towards the end of my looks. I'm wearing myself out like crazy, and then I just lose my concentration for talking a tiny little bit, but that's what it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this on here, and then I'm gonna take, I think, a light orange to blend this out, and then we'll have the yellow that still has to be in that color scheme. I'm gonna have that in the inner corner. Okay, so let's just take a different brush, and I think what are we trying to do? I think I'm gonna take the shade Tiger here, and I'm going to try to blend this out a little bit. I'm not the biggest fan of like reds and like pinks and oranges under my lower lash line, because I always feel like there are not a lot of people who can gracefully wear that without looking like they have been plague stricken. But I do feel, because of the purple on the waterline, that I can pull it off. So I hope so. It's still borderline sick, but anyway, what can we do? That's what we do. All right, I think this is how it's gonna look, and now I think I'm just gonna pull in this yellow shimmer that we have here, this one. Now it is not real gold, and I don't think there was like a real true yellow in the picture, but I hope we can, you know, be a little bit, you know, going with the flow, because I don't want to pull in another palette. I really like to do one brand looks, so just saying. Anyway, I think it is close enough though. And that's what I'm gonna have in my inner corner right here. And I'm gonna keep that small because I don't want this to be like super overwhelming. And I think that's how it's gonna look. So I'm just gonna finish off the other eye, put some mascara on my lower lash line, find something for my lips, and then I'm gonna be back with the finished look. Okay, sweeties, I'm back. We made it through, we're finished, and this is the final look. And I don't know, I'm just, in a second I'm gonna put the picture here again because right now I'm zoomed in, I don't have a lot of space there. I do feel that I say that a lot, that we did pick up all the colors. Maybe that could have been a little bit more of the dark blue, but okay, so anyway, we did our best here. So let's just zoom out. And by the way, I'm not going to go into all of the things that I used because you'll find it all in the description box in case you're interested about other things. So this is basically the star of the show, and I'm so happy that I have this one because this has been released just, I don't know, maybe by now it's a month or a month and a half or maybe 2 months, I don't know. And it got dragged because it is, you know, they all said it's like it's jumbled up mess of colors, and I love that because that is me, you know, that's my soul. I'm a jumbled up mess of colors, and I love being like this. It makes you special, it makes you being creative, it makes you think on your own. It doesn't just, you know, you don't just take what they present you, you do something on your own. I love that. Anyway, and I do feel in a lot of ways that that Nikki and I are both jumbled up messes of color. She loves color. I love that. She's funny. I love that. She's my age. I love that. She's European. I love that. She has an accent. I love that. So Nikki, thank you for being so supportive of me. Even like when you didn't know me at all, you were immediately so nice to me and so sweet. And that just really speaks for you. And I love watching you and I will keep watching you. Does one say that? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, as for my people who are watching me, please go and check her out. I'm gonna leave her channel obviously in the description box down below because she is really cute and like a gem on YouTube. You know, there are so many gems that need to be discovered, and this is why collaborations are so healthy and so good, because this is how you get exposure, and this is how you get the name of your collaborating partner out to your subscribers, because otherwise you wouldn't, you know. And I really recommend her because she is so fun to watch. Anyway, if you are down and you need like an uplifting but not heavy kind of a channel, that is her. Absolutely. So I recommend her because I'm watching her and I'm not recommending anything that I'm not watching. So that is that. I hope you did enjoy the video because I absolutely did. It was so creative, like it's such a creative process to do something according, like do a look according to a painting. I thought that was, it's cool. And I'm so super curious what she's going to come up with, because obviously I gave her a painting also, and you can check that out when you see her video. All right, so if you're new here, then please subscribe to my channel. I would really love that. And besides that, go ahead and sparkle till I see you here next time, which is going to be next week. And till I see you next time, hugs and kisses. Love you so much. Bye.